It's all about bikes and more. The Motorbike TV vlog with Kevin Lear.
One man. I put the camera quite high because of the sunshine straight on my back. So, of course, the camera has difficulty distinguishing between dark and light when the sun shines straight into it. Not all I can do about it, because it's where I walk. So what's the topic for today? Decision making. I'm pondering over a number of issues at the moment. The main one is MotorBikeTV. I've achieved a hell of a lot over the last 2 years in the tours that I've filmed, in the people who I've filmed, in the marketing that I've done for the site. And I get between 40 and 50,000 visitors coming to the site each month. Getting emails from people saying, I'm doing this tour, what would you suggest? How long will it take? Are there any better maps? Emails from somebody coming over from America wants to hire a bike and go and do the tours that I've produced, which in itself is quite humbling, really. But I have a challenge, and this is the bloody challenge here. My right shoulder. I've got what can only be described as crepitus in both shoulder joints. That, well, for example, I'll show you. That's as high. Yeah. That's as high as I can get my left arm. And my right one's even worse. I've got no power in the shoulders whatsoever. Now the question is, do I spend 2 or 3 weeks going back to the gym to build the shoulder muscles back up? I'm not going to improve movement. Well, I will improve movement quite a bit because it stretches the muscles and stretches the joint. Or do I realise that because of my situation I might have become dangerous on the bike? You know, not the muscle power to control it in a situation. Although when you're riding it doesn't take much muscle strength at all. And the other challenge is I bloody love what I do. I can't think of anything better than riding my bike and making movies, showcasing areas and showing them to people around the world. Around the bloody world. Me. So I'm battling with that. And my personality says you will not bloody well give in. You'll find a solution. Well, the solution was to go for stronger painkillers. And over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've actually felt as if my guts are rotting. I've got a constant stomach ache and quite a bit of bloating that's come from that. Ah dear. So the other solution, of course, is go and get the operation done, get a new shoulder joint put in. 6 to 8 weeks, I should be alright. But I'm a chicken shit. Because when I had the other major operation to remove my stomach and put the bag on my belly, I nearly died. I don't need to go through that anymore, I've been through that before. So that scares the hell out of me. I've even got a hernia. There's a lump there. That's a hernia from the operation I had. I won't even go and have that repaired. because I'm scared. And being scared is stopping me from making a decision. In fact, as I've been talking and holding the camera with my right hand, that area there is bloody killing me. Ah. The other solution is to stop thinking about Motorbike TV. I've done it, I've been there. I've achieved really what I set out to do, in that I've filmed a lot of areas, met a lot of people, and built up quite a decent business from absolutely bog all, and move on to something new, where I'm not riding my bike as much, and as it was 3 years ago, just on the bike for the weekends, going off to see places, and still enjoying riding the bike, but obviously not as much. That way I can probably achieve more physically than I currently can. Do you know something? The pain that I'm in constantly drives me to bloody despair. If it was my hips, I'd have to have them done. There's no way, if my hips were like my shoulder joints are, that I could even walk on the bloody things. But my other decision I have to make is, there's a new way of really producing what I like doing, and that is showcasing things to people. When I used to do it years ago, I used to produce guidebooks. In fact, I've been looking at an iMac that I bought in 1999, would you believe? And I've found quite a lot of my old guidebooks I used to produce. Display stands that I had, advertising posters I produced for the books, the maps I had with them, everything. And I could transfer those into the digital age by putting video in them, interviews, audio in them, more photographs, the tours that I've done, do car tours, put walks in, and make them the most comprehensive interactive guidebooks available in the marketplace. Because I'm quite lucky. You see, I can write, I can narrate, I can film, I can produce websites, I can search engine them and make sure they come up on Google good. And I've got all the gear, everything's there. But I don't know if there's a market for interactive guidebooks. Although 80% of books now downloaded into the Kindle or e-publications, 80%. I'm going to stop here actually. Oh, so what do I do? Do I start from scratch again? Although it's not really from scratch, it would just be rejigging the books that I used to produce, rejigging the videos that I've done, doing more, you know, producing more, so that when you went to an area, it would show everything that you could possibly want to see and do. Is it any good? Are the attractions any good? Is the attraction worth the money? And the reason I say that is, when I was in Cornwall last year, we went to a place called the Monkey Sanctuary, and the Monkey Sanctuary itself was absolute waste of bloody money. It was 10 quid a head to get in. I think we saw 6 friggin' monkeys. There was one man talking about it, and then they were asking for more donations. I don't think they'd even want to be in film, because if you saw them in film you'd never go. It took us over an hour to get there, and it was an absolute waste of bloody time. So my feeling is perhaps I should go to these places undercover, get my own sneaky beaky head on from years ago. All my training comes in. I'll leopard crawl into them with hidden cameras and film them so that you see exactly what it's like and my perspective of it. Can you imagine that? They'd go bloody bonkers, wouldn't they? Well, they'd only go bonkers if they knew it was me. So the real Cornwall, the real Devon, the real France, whatever it happens to be. Do you know, I'd love to do that, but I don't know whether I'd make money on it. Because there's no point in producing a business if you don't make money. So that's where I'm at. I used to be quite good at making decisions. JFDI, just fucking do it. But working on my own as I do now, I've got to make sure it's right, because the time and effort that you put in has to pay rewards. But if it doesn't pay rewards, I suppose there's only me. It's not as if I'm going to have to lay off loads of staff. And unless you try it, you don't know, do you? You don't know. So there we go. That's today's vlog. And if you've liked what I've had to say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, bye-bye for now. Doot-doodly-doot-doot.
The Motorbike TV vlog with Kevin Lear. Please subscribe, like and share.